coming up on Now You Made It Awkward podcast.
Because, if you were still sitting here, I didn't want you, having my stuff blaring in your ears. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and mute the phone. I don't need to put on...
Honey, your stuff is always blaring in my ears.
Yeah.
I think you're deaf.
What?
I think you're deaf.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but then, I was like, man, it would have been so much fun. But I know we probably would have argued because I got lost so many times. And I was like, I walked half a mile the wrong direction.
This is my shocked face. This is my shocked face that she got lost.
Yeah, there's not even a place to eat your food there.
No,
they don't have a sitting space, not even outside.
Nope. You could buy a folding chair and then sit on the side of the... You can actually buy a full outdoor...
chair,
table, umbrella, fire pit, set it up in the parking lot, and then eat your food.
Yeah, they'll let you do that.
But they do not provide anywhere. Now, if you want to be a weirdo and then buy your food and go in the bathroom and eat, you can have somewhere to sit. Because the only place you're going to find to sit in the buc-cee's is in the bathroom. It's in your way. So just push it away from you slightly so it's not actually in your way. That's what I was getting at.
Anything else?
You're beautiful. Not when you make that face. Me, zoom in on that in the edit.
No.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Alrighty. So let me get started real quick because I want to ask you a question, baby.
Yes.
So, what is your favorite fall-themed treat? It can be candy, pie, whatever. But it's got to be in the fall era.
I guess pumpkin pie.
You like some pumpkin pie?
Yeah. Not in excess, but pumpkin pie is good.
Yeah.
I'm not pumpkin.
You're not a pumpkin slut like me?
No. Can we cuss on here?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I'm not a pumpkin slut.
Yeah. Slut's not really cussing.
But I like to fiddle faddle a little bit with pumpkin.
You like fiddle faddle?
With pumpkin.
You know fiddle faddle's a thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's candy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fiddle fart.
Fiddle farting, that's the thing. You flirt with pumpkin.
I flirt with pumpkin.
Hold on. I'm going to adjust this light slightly because I'm getting a lot of shadow on my own face. But, ow. I don't disagree with you. Because, of course, you know I love me some pumpkin shit. All right. That's not that much better. Oh, actually, it's that light. That's the problem, not this one. Whoops. Adjusted the wrong light. Either way. And it's been a week and a half since I wore my earbuds, so this is a little bit different for me. Obviously, I love my pumpkin spice lattes. Gotta have that and everything else involved. But pumpkin bread, like our good friends at Domeo and Juliet made.
Yes.
That was some good shit.
That was really good. I want some more.
I do got to say I do love me some Reese's pumpkins and whatnot too. Nice little treat.
So those are just
another
Reese's peanut butter cups. They look like a pumpkin shape.
I'm aware.
Nothing's different.
They're the Dino Nuggies of Reese's things.
Did you hear that somebody tried to sue because it didn't look like a pumpkin? It was false advertisement.
Yeah. What
sucks? You're gonna eat it and poop it out later. Who cares what it looks like?
I mean, you do eat with your eyes first.
That's true.
So if it doesn't look appetizing, who cares if it doesn't look like a thing? But I think the other argument was that they, on the packaging, it shows the eyes, nose, and mouth cut out on the jack-o'-lantern for the pumpkin. Mm-hmm. And the actual thing doesn't have that. So people are pissed that it doesn't really look that way. And the bat really doesn't look like a bat. And the ghost.
Yeah, it's they're just smashed.
They're just smashed. Smashed assholes.
Smashed and reshaped.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. Not even good, cookie cutterness. My lighting is just going to be terrible without all three lights effectively doing their jobs. You look pretty good, though.
I trust you.
I know you're
If I
not,
see the screen, then I'm like, I'm not.
yeah,
doing this.
you're gonna not want to look at it, but that's you, not me. Hold on. I need to.
I'm just gonna sit here and just act like I'm not on camera.
Yeah, you are on camera.
Pick my nose a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, well, I can control which camera is going on. That's why I push the buttons over here. So either
Mr.
way,
Fancy Pants McGee over here.
either way, thank you for joining me, baby. I was surprised you were.
I'm here. I'm here against my will.
You are not against your will. You were mostly happy about it.
A little bit. Maybe because I'm off today.
You are off
Relaxing.
today. Yep. Yeah, and we both needed at least a full day of recovery from travel.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yesterday was so.
Yeah, for both of us. Well, not even yesterday, but it was just. We've had a hell of a ride in the last week, realistically.
But fun
Yeah.
and worth it.
Well, some of it was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do a quick intro real quick here, since you're not used to actually being on the show.
No.
So I'm going to do this. So let me pop over here. I'll hit the button. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, episode 162, technically speaking. Although this is kind of a special episode because, of course, my wifey is here with me, and we're mostly going to be discussing our dual vacation. Like, we weren't together, but we both went on vacation. So we'll be discussing that and then a few other things as time goes on. And, of course, I am Shoky. You can follow me at all the Shoky-related links down below, whether that's Shoky Review, Shoky Reviews 2, or the Doesn't Have to Make Sense live stream channel. And, of course, while you're here, hit that subscribe button. I asked for 150. We haven't hit that yet. We're at 148. I'm a little mad, so now I want 160. The longer you go without giving me the number I want, the higher the number is going to go. That's how I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold them accountable for not subscribing. Because I can see like 85% of you people listening are not subscribed here on the YouTubes.
What?
Yeah, 85.
If you're going to listen, just subscribe.
Yeah. I mean, I listen every week. Except for this morning. I haven't had a chance to look. So, of course, guys, sorry. We are recording this on Monday the 20th. And the new episode 161, just went up this morning because, frankly, what happened to me last week kept me from really getting the episode out in time. And then we went on our weekend vacation. So, but also, guys, if you want to see a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, you want to see the full uncut video version of this podcast, or join in our monthly Patreon calls where we just sit down, bullshit, or even do trivia nights. You've taken part in at least one trivia night, right, babe?
At least one.
Yep. Yeah. And so you can do that over at the Shoky Reviews Patreon for as little as $5 a month. You can support only this channel, or you can explore the other options if you want to see my fun, nerdy content, or even the vlogs, because there will be a vlog from my trip, and I'll probably include some of your stuff in there, perhaps.
I'm not a good blogger, but I got some really cool pictures.
Yeah, so we'll include a lot of your pictures in this, along with a lot of mine as well, because we both went and did different things entirely.
Yeah.
And so I will say, of course, because she is over here, my lovely, beautiful Jessica over here. My baby.
Hey.
My baby. Look at the camera, engage the
Hi.
people. Yes. So
I want to look at you because I'm talking to you.
you can look at me, but if you're going to talk to them, talk to them. So the thing is, you don't really you have socials, but you don't.
Yeah.
We need to get you set up with like a Miss Shoky page where you can post things.
Or you can post things for me.
I
I
mean,
am not good at social media.
but you took a lot of good pictures on your trip,
I did.
and that would have been good to post
Yeah.
on your socials for that. So
Yeah.
you don't have to be like
I have an Instagram, but
you don't need to be.
never
You have
on
two
it.
Instagrams. You have.
Do
you have-
I?
You do. You have multiple Instagrams depending on which era you had. So you've got one
Before Shoky
with
and after Shoky.
no, because you've got one for each of your emails.
Oh,
Because you've signed up for different Facebook accounts at different times with different emails.
really?
Yeah, you probably didn't realize you were doing it. You probably went to log into your Facebook and went, what the fuck? Why doesn't it work? And because you were using your other email.
Oh.
Because you've got your old BB email and then you got your current Jessica email. So you have an account for both on Instagram.
Oh.
So you're not using either one, but they're there. But the one is attached to your personal Facebook. So just so you know.
So, it may sound weird, but we should do a travel
Travel vlog.
vlog. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean like
I'm old now,
You mean
so
like I
I don't
normal
know
do?
all the verbiage.
Well, vlog is video log. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The reason the word blog came around was because it was a web log. And it became web blog, and it got shorted to blog.
Okay.
Just
Good to
saying.
know.
Well, you got to know where words come from. And
I
that's
learn something new every day.
So a lot of people will say vlog because they don't want to say vlog, or they can't.
Oh.
I mean, I know you have certain issues with certain words, but you can say vlog.
I do. Yeah.
Vlog.
I felt like when I was on vacation, like when I was trying to talk to people, like I didn't know how to speak for some reason. Maybe I don't know if I was nervous or.
Yeah, but you talk to strangers at the breweries all the time.
I do.
Well, with me, you weren't. Is it because you were alone? You felt weird talking to people?
Yeah.
Is that part of it?
Because I did try to spark conversation. There was a few people I saw from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, I like your shirt," and they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, because you were wearing your A&M hoodie around, right?
On Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was cold.
Yeah, and then it's cold today
But then
here.
it warmed up pretty quickly, but in the shade it was cold. But if you're in the sun, it was fine. But in the shade, it was cold.
Sorry if you guys see me fiddling with my ear thingies because they're not wanting to sit right. You, on the other hand, are going with old school headphones because you don't.
I know. I need
use...
my kitty ears.
They don't exist anymore. I got rid of them. You weren't wearing them. I got them for you, so I threw them away. Someone told me I had too much stuff, so I picked the things that weren't getting used and tossed them out.
Okay.
Sorry. I think one of them got broken anyways, like the rubber tore.
Oh.
Yeah. And also because they were attached to one of the spare sets of headphones, I didn't want to make someone who didn't want to wear kitty ears wear the headphones. I mean, it's different now.
Heffy would have been beautiful in those kitty ears.
I mean, the fact that I've got 8 sets of headphones now, back in the day I had 3, and one of them had to be mine, and I wasn't going to wear the kitty ears.
Oh.
So, but guys, of course, if you want to hit up the show, you can do so because Heffy's not here today because that's just going to be an us podcast. If you want to hit up the show, you can do so at the email at NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com. And, of course, if you want to hit us up on the Facebooks, you can do so at NowYouMadeItAwkwardPodcast. It's pretty easy to find. And in doing so, you can actually send us a voice message. We're going to be listening to at least one here in a little bit from Tyler and answer whatever questions or comment he had. He sent in a couple last week, so Shaun hasn't sent in a question in a while. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Actually, he sent one in. Hold on, wait. When did he send that one in?
I would say make him feel bad for not doing that.
I do. Okay, I need to check this one because
guilt trip him.
he might have sent one in and we didn't record record last week. So I'll check it here in a little bit. But other than that, if I might save them for tomorrow because we are going to try to record another normal episode tomorrow. Because we were ahead, now we're not. So got to get back on it. Also, guys, we mentioned Instagram already. Go follow us at NYMia_pod if you want to see what this show is doing. I also share from my the_Shoky page as well. Usually some cross-pollination going on because I have access to both accounts. But I try to keep podcast stuff over here and then me stuff over there. But sometimes, like what I did this weekend, there's a little bit of crossover, technically speaking. So it is what it is. Oh, baby, my back still hurts.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's going to keep hurting. I was looking at getting one of those big back braces, the ones that help you with your posture. And I think that would help a lot because I can feel that I'm slouching and twisting.
I slouch a lot too.
Yeah. So I have the mid-waist band type brace, but I don't think that's doing enough for me because I'm having so many issues up here. My hands were tingly all weekend. So that part sucked. I just wanted to say that my back is currently hurting. All right, so I'm going to go real quick, guys. We're going to check out what Shaun and Tyler had to say, and then we'll move on with our stories of the last 5 days and the chaos therein. All right, let me see what Shaun has to say.
Question for the pod.
Yep, forgot about that. This is the part I always have to remove. Because I went in the bathroom and I disconnected the Bluetooth. Because, if you were still sitting here, I didn't want you, having my stuff blaring in your ears. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and mute the phone. I don't need to put on...
Honey, your stuff is always blaring in my ears.
Yeah.
I think you're deaf.
What?
I think you're deaf.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, hold on. Starting that over again.
Hey, have any of you guys ever not put your truck in park and rolled back with your door open and ripped the bank door thing off? Ever happened to you? Happened to me. Happened to me today. Oh, I fucked that thing up. Oh, shit, man. I feel so fucking stupid.
I forgot about
My
this.
Windows just decided on the way back from lunch not to work anymore ever for some reason. And I'm in a fucking hurry, and it's raining. And I pull up to the thing, and he shoots a little hootis out, trying the windows one more time, not working. Pull up a little bit, open my door, thought I put it in park, did not. And I was like not all the way out of the truck. I was kind of hanging out of the truck with my foot. It was close to the brake. But when that thing started coming backwards, I hopped back in the truck, hit the brakes, but it was too fucking late. Ripped them fucking stainless doors off that deal, and I felt so fucking stupid.
So he's referring to the thing at the bank teller, the drive-up thing that just comes out, the drawer. That's what he's talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. So he basically ripped the stainless steel front of that off.
Oh, my.
They got me on camera and everything. If there's sound on them cameras, they heard me say some shit. Anyways,
There is sound.
I told little dude behind the window, I was like, oh man, I'm sorry, I fucked this thing up. He's like, that's okay, just shove it back in. Because I can't do nothing.
That's what she
People
said?
can't pull up in here, so I'm like shoving this thing back in the hole and it's all crunching and shit. I was like, oh god.
Pause.
I'm sorry. Anyway, I got it shoved in a hole. I was like, man, I'm sorry, dude. It's like, happens all the time. So I rolled out and went to the outside lane, did my business, and so did the other cars that were all behind me, watching me fuck up. Oh, stupid. Anyways, so then I left. I was like, man, fuck, dude. What am I supposed to do? I need to call the bank boss. I don't even know who runs this motherfucker anymore. Anyway, so I called and told him, hey, I'm the guy that just ripped the door off the box thingy.
Box thingy.
If you need my insurance stuff, just tell me who to talk to, whatever. They're like, okay, and they take my number down and whatnot, and they're like, we'll call you if we need something. Let's hope they don't need something, which I don't know nothing about these fucking things, and I didn't get to mess with it for very long besides like elbow dropping it back in the hole. But it looks like to me that the door is fine. It broke whatever hinge thing it hinges on, so I'm assuming it's made to break away for dipshits like me. Anyways, let's just hope for the best, fellas.
Yep. So I like how that was just a ridiculous story.
He is very animated.
Oh, he's very animated. I mean, you know that I talk to Shaun all the time.
Yeah.
You've heard plenty of his messages.
Too many.
Yeah, yeah. You've heard a lot.
I wish I didn't.
Sorry, Shaun. She's heard, that she's heard lots of your nonsense out loud in the living room or bedroom.
Because you're playing, be like, and you're just like playing it, and I'm like, what is he talking about? And then I don't know.
I realize why.
You don't know how to use earbuds or something.
Well, if I'm not using my earbuds, why would I?
Oh.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need to add an extension to this thing so that I don't have to be bunged up the way I currently am. Like I realized why I was having problems. It was wrapped around the arm.
His as an extension?
No. I have 4 foot long just audio cords. They're laying here somewhere amongst this mess. This desk was clean at some point in time. Okay.
Yeah, when you set it up.
Yeah. So to answer Shaun's actual question, no, never done that. never done that. I've done some other dumb shit, but I've never done that. Have you ever had any unfortunate?
I think one time I was in a drive-through and I wasn't close enough, so I had to like open the door instead of putting in a park to lean over. I actually just let off the brake, and I was like, "Oh man!" But never like caused any damage or anything. That's not that I know of or remember.
So I don't know if he mentioned it there, but what happened was he didn't put it in park; he put it in reverse.
Oh my god!
So I think what he did is when he drove over there,
backwards.
he rolled backwards, and that's what tore it off.
Oh god!
Because we were talking about it, and he was working on another vehicle that was having insane electrical issues. And then, coincidentally, his vehicle starts having... He's got an old Ford truck. What are you...
I'm fiddling.
Oh, I didn't know what you were... I know what it is, but where did it come from?
I was just sitting over here.
Oh, okay. It's one that came off the wire.
There's something to do with my hands while I sit here.
I mean, I'm fiddling with Allen keys, too. I mean, you'll see me often. I'll just be sitting here playing with my knife. Like, just... I'm always fiddling with something. All right, let's go see what Tyler has. Tyler sent one in a while back.
Have you guys noticed that a lot of the online ads are, aside from the ones that are like outright lies, it seems like most of them are basically just as seen on TV commercial quality things.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about this one as well recently with the bitching about poor drivers and everything. I saw an ad for one the other day where it was some kind of really small rechargeable thing for pumping up your car of the things like, I don't know, the size of like 2 or 3 wallets, and you're supposed to be able to pump up like any tire, I think.
Oh, those little tiny inflators, yeah.
Yeah.
Entire car, I don't know. But in like the ad, they're showing like people who have flat tires and they're just like trying to change their tire in the middle of the like fucking busy road or something, and or so all I can think of that is like this isn't a stage. This isn't like AI. They're literally recording someone in the road with traffic going around, trying to show this terrible situation.
Yeah.
I just noticed like so many of them are so idiotic, and I don't know, that one just kind of got my attention even more after bitching about traffic recently. Another favorite is there's some company that has their performance hot weather blazer, and it's supposed to be like the sort of like mesh like material,
bearskin hoodie,
super breathable, so you don't get hot wearing the blazer. And they keep bragging in all the commercials like you can see through, and it's like, why would you want that? Yeah, just something I keep thinking of over the past week after seeing that stupid ad of some guy trying to pump up his tire or change it in the middle of the freeway. Great ad, guys.
So one thing I like about Tyler is he just sends in his random thoughts now and feelings. Like Shaun was so focused for all this time of like, I need to send in a question for them to answer, and then start sending in some comments. Tyler has sent in questions without fail, but also just random thoughts and comments and feelings. Like he went on a 5-minute rant about traffic and stupid drivers, and then also sent in a picture and another long comment about his neighbors who have moved out but left behind an abandoned car. Yeah, look at this. Because you haven't seen it.
Oh.
It hasn't moved in like 5 years, and the people don't live there
I would
anymore.
just take it and get a... Yeah. What do you call the titles?
Get a salvage title.
Salvage title.
Because odds are it's probably broke down, and they just left it there.
Yeah, but
who moves out? Who moves out
and
leaves a car behind?
Unless something's really, really wrong with it.
But still, you would sell it for scrap. Have it towed off. Then nobody lives.
Yeah, sell it for parts.
Nobody's even living there. It's just parked in the driveway alongside the driveway. All right, so he has another comment he sent in on the 13th because we were supposed to record last week. By the way, guys, what had happened was that normally we record on Tuesday, and nobody was available on Tuesday. So I said, okay, cool. Let's see if I can squeeze anybody on Thursday. Didn't really happen. So no podcast got recorded last week at all. So that's why we're behind. So that's what happened here. I think I replied to Shaun, and I said, we're listening to your bank damage story. And he said, allegedly. It's not alleged. You did it. You fuck. All right. So, guys, once again, if you want to write into the show or play messages like that to us, whenever you go on the Facebook Messenger, you have to send in an actual message first, like normal text message. You'll get back an automated reply, and then you'll be able to send a voicemail. That's not every time. That's just the first time. And then in the same week, I got one of those AI, like, hey, is anyone available things from both Tyler and Shaun. Might have been a mistake where they opened the screen and accidentally touched it. Yeah. So either way. All right. So I guess let's just go ahead and get started. We'll go all the way back to effectively just
Thursday morning.
Was it
actually Wednesday night?
It was Wednesday night initially, right?
Yeah.
Because you were flying out Thursday morning on a 7 a.m. flight.
Yeah.
And I needed to get you to the airport by 6. Yeah, so Wednesday night. Do you want to lead off here?
Yes. So Wednesday night.
Oh, hold on. Let's just do the setup here. You decided.
Oh yeah.
On what vacation you were going to go do?
Yeah. So I was torn between a couple places, and I finally wanted to do Boston,
Massachusetts.
Yeah, not
Not Austin. Massachusetts.
No,
Or Boston, Texas.
I enunciate Boston.
I know.
Boston.
Boston.
And for the history, the culture, the weather, the food, and I just crossed everything off that I wanted to see and do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
But the original impetus was you kind of wanted to go to Vegas. You and Heidi.
Yes, but I would not want to go to Vegas by myself. But I figured probably Boston would be more my thing. So I'm not really party animal, and I know Vegas is nothing but party. My uncle lives there, which I probably would have had a good time. But no, I wanted to go to Boston more.
Yeah, and the main thing for it was for your birthday, your 35th birthday, and I went up to Baltimore on my own earlier this year, and so you got to have a vacation of your own this year as well. So you were torn between Michigan, Vegas, and Boston. Florida got in the mix at some point, but you ultimately decided you wanted to go to the Northeast, which I guess ended up being a good decision.
It was good. The weather was great. It was cold when I got there. It was cold, but it was like in the 50s during the day, but it's a different cold than what it is here. It wasn't humid. It was really dry.
Yeah, considering it's on the coast, that's really weird, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Wednesday night. You got all packed up, and we went to bed early, like 9 o'clock.
Literally, we just went to bed. We didn't sleep.
Yeah, we both.
I could not sleep.
So she couldn't sleep because she was both antsy and because your feet and legs were bothering you, right?
My feet was having really bad neuropathy in them that night, and it's just hard to sleep when they hurt that bad.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, she has lupus and fibromyalgia, which in turn turns into random bouts of nerve pain.
Anywhere in the body.
Anywhere
Mainly
in the
it's
body.
my feet and hands.
Yeah, your feet and hands, your extremities are definitely an issue. Same are mine, but so she couldn't sleep, and also I couldn't sleep because I was in a tremendous amount of pain. And you guys have heard here on the show, I've talked about my back problems and I've talked about my bowel problems, and I thought I was having both. Because I thought that I had gotten extremely backed up, which I was, but things were moving. I'm not trying to be gross here talking about shit and whatnot, but this is just life. This is what happens. And I had already started a regimen similar to a colonoscopy prep to basically try to clean myself out because I felt like I legit wasn't moving waste out of my body at an effective rate. Turns out I was right. That was definitely happening. And so I'd already spent 2 days doing that effectively, and I was in a lot of pain right in my hold on, I'll go to my own camera here. My upper belly area here, not chest, but upper belly, and it's very close to where my bowel blockage was in my lower intestine.
Which happened like
2 years ago.
a couple days before
Yeah.
our last vacation to Baltimore.
A week before, yeah. Literally the week before. So I thought that that's what was going on, and I was literally hitting myself with enough laxatives to hydrate keep things moving and keep things hydrated so that I didn't get another bowel obstruction. But the pain would subside, and then I would feel like things were getting better and stuff like that. But that night I was in so much pain, I couldn't get comfortable. She was tossing and turning and kicking all night long, and we were originally going to get up at 4 a.m. to go to the airport. We got out of bed at 2 a.m., having roughly 2 hours of sleep, if that. And we just couldn't go back to sleep. I went to the bathroom a few times. You finished up packing, everything else like that. And I got ready for work because they told me I couldn't I couldn't work just 2 days out of my vacation. I had to work a minimum of 3. Very stupid rules and all that kind of stuff. But I said, fine, fuck it. I can come into work, because I start at 6 a.m. usually. I can come in right after I drop off the wifey. But we decided to go ahead and go early.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think I dropped you off at like 5:15 or something.
Yeah, it was really early.
We left early. And
because I was like, I can just sit around and wait for the plane. Like, it's fine. Like,
yeah, because your plane was actually running a little early and everything else like that. And I'll let you talk about that part of your trip. But the crazy part for me was I was still intending on going to work, and I dropped her off, say goodbye, kiss and hug you, tell you I love you. And then I tried to get back to the freeway from the airport in Bush International. The airport itself, traffic is not terrible, but if you're trying to get to I-45, it's not the easiest thing to do, and effectively it takes you almost directly to the toll roads. I got turned around, and I ended up going south instead of north. And so I was like, where the fuck am I going? I'm already stressed. I'm in pain. I don't feel good. And at this point, I just dropped you off, and I honestly started thinking that I needed to go to the ER.
Yeah, when you called me, I was in line at Starbucks. I've already gone through, check my bags.
You did your TSA and everything.
I've already gone through security.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's start. Let me get my coffee. I'm going to chill. And all of a sudden you call me in your voice. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
What just happened?
And I was in so much pain. And mind you, this is like 35 minutes later. I'm on the freeway heading to work, and I'm near the Woodlands. And I call you and I tell you that I think that I need to go to the ER, and I don't know what to do because my brain is fried at that point. I can't.
We hadn't slept.
And I was in so much pain, and I was honestly, truly concerned that I was going to have to go in for another bowel obstruction, which probably meant that they're going to have to do surgery. Because usually after you get one, they're like looking at it like, okay, we got to do something here. We got to do intervention. And, I even floated the idea. It's like, hey, baby, you might. It's like, I don't want you to cancel your flight or go on your trip, but if I got to go in the ER and things are bad, I don't know what we're going to do. You're literally about to fly 1,600 miles away, and I was mad at myself. I was for not saying anything earlier, because I could have gone to the doctor the day before and found out what was going on.
Yeah.
I could have done a lot of things, and I haven't, and I've effectively fired my chiropractor because I don't like their business practices at this point. They're charging me more money than...
They're not even billing your insurance.
They're not billing my insurance, and I have insurance for chiropractic
You're having to pay so much when you shouldn't have to pay anything.
Yeah. So, and they just signed me up for another year-long treatment for almost $2,000 and not using my insurance at all. So, either way, long story kind of short. I go in there. It's dead at the ER, It's kind of how you want it to be.
Meanwhile, I'm contemplating, like, should I just go?
Yeah.
Or do I stay here? What do I do? But I was like, let me just see what he says, and if it's bad, then I'll just cancel my trip.
Yeah, because you didn't want to cancel your trip, and worst case scenario, you needed to get on that plane because there's nothing else you could do. Yeah. At that point, it's really hard to get out of the airport once you're in there.
It is, really
and you're
hard.
not getting your bags back until whenever.
Yeah.
Because the bags are going on the fucking plane. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Yeah. So I get in there. They see me right away. They get me hooked up to the EKG, get me hooked up to the blood pressure. Blood pressure is high because I'm in a lot of pain. I'm actually, as I'm sitting here talking about it, I'm hurting, guys. But ultimately, after doing a CAT scan and everything, they didn't do an X-ray. I kind of wish they had done an X-ray. But it's fine. Less money.
Well, if they were going to do a CAT scan, they didn't need to do an X-ray. You'd see
but
more on a CT.
But they wouldn't see my bones that were probably out of alignment, which is probably the issue I have more than anything. It's a misalignment of my spine because I can feel it right now. So ultimately, I called into work. My boss was incredibly unhappy with me, but there's nothing I could do. And I told him, I was like, dude, and it's like, I have to do this because I don't know what's going on with me, and I feel like I'm dying. I'd already had cold sweats repeatedly at that point, so my body was definitely reacting to something. Not to mention no sleep and a high anxiety level. So when they gave me morphine and it didn't really do anything, I knew something was up. Because when I had the bowel blockage and they gave me morphine, it was an instant relief. Mm-hmm. It was a little bit of a relief. But morphine doesn't work for nerve pain.
No.
So that's how I knew it was going to be nerves. And then they came back and said basically like blood work was fine, urine was fine, and the CT showed nothing remarkable at all other than my liver is getting a little fatty and I need to deal with that. But that's been going on for about 8 years. So I need to work on that. But drinking booze right now isn't helping anything. But
You're drinking booze, honey.
It's a podcast.
Honey,
It's a podcast.
it's not even 11 a.m. yet.
It's my fucking day off, and it's podcast time. I'm drinking some whiskey. It's fine.
Oh,
Considering the amount of alcohol I drank this weekend and the little amount of pain I was in while drinking, I figured probably help. So either way, that's how Thursday went for me. Because then I basically, we got to go to HEB later. I got to get my meds that they gave me. So they said they sent in meds for me to take, and then I never even got to pick them up before I left for my vacation. So I go home from the ER and just sit around in pain and try to sleep, and I didn't. And then you got on the plane.
I did. That was an experience.
Yes, talk about your trip.
So it was a full plane. I mean, it was a lot of people. This one, so they were asking people if they wanted to surrender their carry-ons, so because they were short on space.
So basically check your carry-ons.
Yeah, check for free.
Yeah.
And your option, if you do that, they'll let you get on with group 1 or 2, depending on what group you're in. I was always in group 3, so I was one of the last groups to get on.
Really? Mm-hmm. Considering you were so
you would think they would put windows group 1, middle group 2. You think they would do that,
No.
but they don't.
No, they board by priority.
Yeah.
But
So I was in group 3.
That's weird because you were in economy plus. She should have been group 2.
There were people that are in group 3 that weren't in first class.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there was a lady behind me in group 3, and she stopped in first class.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So they did not board that plane right.
So, I try to be
my
nice.
opinion.
I'm like, I'm just going to be nice and, just be nice to people, and there's this couple and it was like two couples, they were together and they had a lot of carry-ons. Like each of them had 2 carry-ons. And I was like, oh, obviously these people are going to give up their bag. And the girl said, I'm not giving up my bag stuff. Like, 1, it's free. They're not going to charge you to check your carry-on. 2, you get to board early,
Right.
And I didn't have a carry-on. I just had my backpack. So there was and it was my CPAPs. And I was not going to put that. I didn't want it to get messed up. So.
Well, legally speaking, you don't have to check your CPAP. You can have that on you.
Well, it's personal because it's a medical device.
Yeah.
But I had it in my backpack.
Can you look under that bag real quick and see if there's a coiled up wire? I don't think there is. Okay. I don't have it in here. It's in the other room. Never mind. Sorry. Continue your story.
So this couple comes and this lady's in a wheelchair, kind of an older lady. And I'm sitting there and the people that had all those carry-on bags were just sitting there.
Those fuckers.
I mean, they weren't even there. Their bags were there, but they weren't there. But there was one person in their group that was sitting with the bags, but she was sitting like facing like to her back to the bags. And the lady that transports the people were like, well, who sits here? And I'm like, well, if there's somebody there. I think they ran to the restroom. I said, I'll give up my seat. So the elder lady can have my seat. I'll stand. That's fine. And so I gave up my seat, and the lady in the wheelchair lady was like, "Well, they left their seat unattended, so she can sit here." And I'm like, "No, I'll give up my seat."
Yeah,
Just
be polite.
And they're little Asian couple, and the husband was like, "Oh, thank you very much, thank you very much." Like they were very, very appreciative, and I'm like, I can stand for another 20 minutes. It's fine,
That's why your feet were hurting.
I think it was the shoes I was wearing for sure. But yeah, then we boarded the plane and I sat next to a very nice couple that were I think they're from around here. They were headed to Boston and the lady was very sweet and it was a nice ride there. No turbulence, nothing, smooth ride all the way there.
What'd you do on the flight?
On the flight,
Watching porn?
No, I was going to watch a movie, but then I ended up just like playing my game on my phone.
How many?
Listen to music.
You could have been watching all the murder documentaries.
I did watch one murder.
Of course you did.
By my favorite murder.
Myrtle.
Well, she does like she does a lot of cases and stuff. So she's
that chick.
yeah, she's awesome. Kendall Ray.
Yeah.
And so I watched that. I did try to put my head back because the seats have this little thing that you can pull and it will rest your head in it.
Oh.
In economy. Did you not notice that when you were in economy?
No, I was watching the screen in front of me. I didn't have a headrest thing, but it also was probably a different plane than what I was on.
Oh, because you can like pull it the sides and then you can rest your head so it doesn't bottle. So then I just put my hands across and I just kind of laid back and I didn't fall asleep, but I was just listening to I put on some worship music.
I think it's crazy that you didn't fall asleep considering we had no sleep whatsoever.
Well, I know, and I was scared because I don't want to like bother the lady with my snoring either.
Who cares?
So she
But
probably wouldn't be able to hear me. It's hard to hear on a plane.
Yeah, there's so much air, so much wind noise.
She was reading a book. Her and her husband were both reading a book. There was a pilot sitting in front of me, him and his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminded me of Jim Church. Yeah, it reminded me of him. Like they were getting off the plane.
Who was also a pilot.
And the wife was talking to the couple that had the little baby. She's like, "Oh, your baby was so good on the flight." And he goes, "Honey, pack this up. We got to get moving. Honey, pack this up. We got to move. We're holding up the line."
That's funny. That's funny, baby.
Yeah. Had a good snack. I bought one of those box snack things on the plane.
Oh.
So it had
Spending more of my money.
Well, you told me to. You told me it was a $10 snack box thing.
Well, I hope that we got lots of points from that.
I hope so. I didn't buy anything on the way back though, because on the way back, the lady had her seat reclined as far as possible, so I couldn't even get the tray down.
My thing when I went out, I didn't want to have anything to eat or drink really because I didn't want to have to use the bathroom on the plane. I ended up having to pee, but
I didn't want to use the bathroom on the plane either.
See, back then things were functioning significantly better for me.
Yeah.
Even this March, things were moving a lot better for me. Like if I flew out this time, I'd be like, God, I'll probably have to pee a lot. So part of what I was doing was making sure I was super hydrated. So I was peeing like every 20 minutes, like at work. I was having to stop, and I'm talking like full pees, like because like I was taking Miralax to try to hydrate my poops, and so I was drinking lots and lots of water and body armor and even some liquid IV, make sure I keep my electrolytes up because it was also warm last week too. I was sweating a lot more at work.
It was hot last week.
But the thing was like I was having to pee so much and like it was getting to the point where it's like, damn it, man. And I was pooping too, but whatever. But if I had to get on a plane, I would not have actually, given the condition I was in on Thursday, I would not have hopped on that plane. I wouldn't want to have a medical emergency in the air.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing I didn't go with you.
I kind of wish you did, though.
I mean,
like, sorry to me to snort. Like, I was happy to go do this vacation, even if it was.
Oh, you wanted to get away from me. I know it.
Yeah, but then, like, I was like, man, it would have been so much fun. But I know we probably would have argued because I got lost so many times, and I was like, I walked half a mile the wrong direction.
This is my shocked face. This is my shocked face that she got lost.
And I was using Google Maps.
Okay, but Google failed me in San Antonio too.
Yeah.
So there were some internet issues going on.
Had to have been.
So actually,
it was like turn left on Congress Road. I'm like, no, because the building I was told to look for is here on the right.
Yeah. I will say going to San Antonio for my trip, like getting there wasn't that big a deal. Once I got to San Antonio, Google was having all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of construction where I was going through and I probably screwed up a lot of things, didn't know road closures yet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But usually it's better than that.
Yeah, usually it's easy to navigate. But yeah, and then when I got to the airport, just followed everybody to baggage claim. And then
yeah, it looked
getting my car. Oh my God, that was a headache from hell.
Oh, in Boston, yeah.
In Boston. And people I wouldn't say people are mean, but they're very assertive. Like the people that work in the airport, like they were like, keep moving, don't hold up the line. Like, okay, yeah. I get it. I understand.
Let's go, bitches.
So one of the first things is like, okay, I got to go get my rental car. So I follow the signs to go get the rental car, and I look for the signs where I'm getting my rental car from. And I go outside, and I'm like, hey, is this where we get the rental car? And they're like, oh, yeah. I was like, well, where's the attendant? Like, oh, they went to go get a car. I'm like, okay. So the attendant comes back, Oh, before that, I had to get on a shuttle from the baggage claim to the rental car place.
Yeah.
And there was some college kids, some really preppy kids. I might have been 18, 19, if even that. Preppy. And they were just talking and talking. So I couldn't hear the intercom of what the next stop is.
Oh, yeah.
So I get off and this guy's like, is this rental car? And I'm like, I don't know. So we both get off. He goes, oh no, this is the train station. I'm like, well, we don't need to get on the train station. So we wait for the next bus and he's like, come on, well, I'll take care of you. Make sure we get to the rental car place. Like he was watching out for me. And I think that was really nice
Yeah.
of him. He was a really nice guy. And he was like, oh no, this is where we need to go. But then he went a different way. And I realized, oh, I was supposed to go check in to get my rental car and then go outside to pick it up.
Oh.
Because when I got there, they're like, do you have your paperwork? I'm like, what paperwork? I have my itinerary on my phone. And then the guy didn't tell me what I needed to do.
Yeah.
He just wrote, like the worker just rolled his eyes and just helped somebody else. I'm like, okay, well, tell me what I'm supposed to do. Like,
Yeah.
I know we're up here in the Northeast, but have a little common courtesy for people who are traveling here who don't really know much.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to be rude. But then I saw everybody had these envelopes. I'm like, I don't have one of those. And I actually have mine.
Oh, yeah.
Backpack. Yeah, I kept it. And I was like, okay. So then I went back inside and was like, oh, and that's when I called you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. And there were like 500 people in line. I'm like, I hope this is not the line I have to wait in. So I keep walking till I find my car place. And I was like, okay, maybe there's 15 people in line. That 15 people took them another 2 hours to get to us. They were slow.
Yeah.
And then one of them, right before they called me, decided he's just going to take his lunch break. He's just going to walk off.
See, when I went to Baltimore, I had budget, I believe it was. So they had
I had something called Thrifty.
Yeah, yeah.
Never.
They have an entirely separate rental car hub. Like all rental car places come from this one hub. It's a giant parking garage. And
Yeah, that's how it was in Boston.
And it's completely separate from the airport. Like
Yeah.
you took a shuttle for like 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Because I chose budget, and I forget what, because Louie and them were in the same bus with me. They had Avis or something else. I went over to budget. There was zero line. I was the line. Then I see the other rental car brand, like
Enterprise.
every but Enterprise is like everyone is in that fucking line.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's exactly what happened.
I made the right choice.
So I was talking to this couple that were behind me, and they're from Michigan.
Michigan.
And so the girl that helped me, she was nice,
You
but
should
like
have had Bethany meet you in fucking Boston.
I did talk to her about that. She didn't have the money.
Balls. Well, you didn't either. You know how I know? My credit card knows. I'm picking on you.
But yeah, we were talking, and they said, "Man, we still got I mean, we were in line forever, and there was barely any of us in line." And so they would take a long time. So when I got to the girl, I guess she was supervisor or something. She was really nice, like really nice, but she didn't like, the thing is, like, explain things to me like, hey, if you put your deposit down with the debit card, it's a $500 deposit. But if it's a credit card, it's a $200 deposit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you tell me? That's when I called you. I was like, hey, I need to put this on the credit card. And you're like, oh, I don't think you should. I'm like, well, it's just a deposit. And then I did the debit card, and I was like, why did it say 500? She goes, well, you were talking about using your debit. I was like, but you didn't tell me there was there's no sign or anything that says, hey.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I wouldn't have known either.
Yeah. And I was really nice to her. I was like, all I said just like this. I was like, well, why didn't you explain that to me? You know, like, didn't you explain that to me?
This should have been.
But she was really nice. She was like,
Yeah.
she was apologetic. She goes like, I'll just turn it back around. It'll take 10 minutes. It won't even show, because it does like a soft.
It does a hold. Yeah.
Yeah, it does like a hold and then like a credit check or something.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, we're going to get you an electric vehicle. I'm like, I've never driven an electric vehicle. She goes, oh yeah. And then you have to use like 4 or 6 hours to charge it before you bring it back. I'm like, Okay.
You have to bring back the electric vehicles on the charge that
Fully
it had.
charged. Yes, fully charged.
Well, I mean, if you're
And I'm like,
if you were charging it overnight, sure, that doesn't make a
but
difference.
my hotel didn't have a place to charge it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
So-
where I'm staying doesn't
and I was
have
like,
EV
she was
chargers.
like, well, you chose the manager's choice, and this was the manager's choice. I'm like, okay, but I didn't realize it'd be an electric vehicle. Like,
you didn't
give me a
say that
gas
was
or
an
electric
option.
choice,
Yeah.
let that be it. I said, I've never driven electric. I don't know how to drive those, and I'm not about to do it in a big city that has worse drivers here.
Yeah, you're not going to do it where you're going to be sitting in traffic, not moving on the highway.
Exactly. So
A hybrid is fine.
So she's like,
both.
oh, we can get you like in a regular gas, little compact car. It'd be $93 extra. I'm like, you know what? That's okay. Whatever. $93. That's fine. So they got me in a 2005 Nissan Sentra.
2005?
2025.
There
Sorry.
you go.
A 2025 Nissan
I was like,
Sentra.
damn, that's an old ass
And
car.
Yeah. It was nice. It's small than what we're used to, but it was a nice vehicle. I liked it.
I mean, we have a large car, but
We do have a large
we used to have small car.
Yeah. So then I go back out to go get the car, and the couple that was behind me was like, good thing you got your car when you did. And I was like, why? Because when I got there was 3 people.
Uh-huh.
And the guy said because one of the guys did like straight up just left. And then they were down to 1.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's 3. And then 1 went on lunch break, and then I got helped. And then the other guy that was there with the girl said he just up and left and went to lunch. I'm like, wow.
Well, what I thought was crazy was how long it took you.
It took me almost 2 hours to get my rental
Yeah,
car.
from getting off the plane to telling me you were headed to your hotel was so long. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Also, I'd like
It was also a big,
Yeah.
big airport too.
So I would like to point out that by this point, I'm home, trying to fucking relax, at bare minimum attempt to go to sleep, and I can't. And she keeps calling me every 20 fucking minutes for shit. Now, mind you, I was not really ever going to be able to sleep just the condition I was in, and I didn't want to go lay down in bed. I could have, but I didn't. But on top of that, it was just like I was at that point still questioning on whether or not I was going to go on my vacation. So as I already mentioned, I was going to go to San Antonio. Now, at this point, I haven't mentioned what I was going to do. And I was going to the Unsubscribed Podcast Live, which I bought tickets for back in August. And it just so happened to line up. The first show was literally, oh, look, the week of my vacation. It's like it was meant to be. Mm-hmm. And I'm a big fan of Unsubscribe. And all the creators attached to them. Same thing with Pepperbox, all that. So I wasn't going to miss it if I could fucking make it. And at this point, I'm thinking, I've got a hotel. I've got a fucking $300 ticket. Well, almost $300. And all this other nonsense. And I'm like, fuck. You were worried about canceling your vacation because, flight and all that nonsense. Even canceling mine would have been a pain in the dick.
Yeah, if we cancel a flight, at least they would at least give us credit to use within the year, though. That's the good thing about flights is
Assuming
if you have to cancel for an emergency. Well, I have had to do that when I was in Michigan.
For an emergency.
I was supposed to have somebody go with me to Michigan, but it fell through.
Yeah.
This is before I met you.
Yeah.
And they couldn't go, and I was like, well, I want my money back. They're like, well, you can't, but that person will now have a ticket anywhere in the U.S.
Basically, just cash it in.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, just kind of hold it. I think it's good for a year.
So, basically, after taking a whole bunch of ibuprofen, going to the bathroom a few more times, resting, my back was feeling a little bit better. The pain in my gut, for lack of a better term. And if I want to give it a quick description for anybody who wants to understand what I'm going through, it wasn't just like an aching or anything else like that. It feels like a constant pinch, and almost like there's a golf ball sized thing sitting inside my body pushing against me. Now, there isn't, because the CT would have noticed something like that, but that's what it feels like, because what it is it's a nerve that's inflamed in my spine causing these problems. Now, part of that is what happened, I think it was last year, or it was the same year I had the blockage, was the nerves in my ribs got inflamed from my spine, and it felt like somebody was stabbing me in the ribs, but all it was nerves that were just being pinched and inflamed. So this is the same situation, except that it's attached to my guts, not specifically, but the area within. But it could also possibly be causing me to get backed up, meaning some gastroparesis going on.
Oh, for sure. There's got to be some of
Yeah,
that.
because I think that's what caused the original setup and then everything else like that. But after dealing with that for a whole day and finally getting able to fucking sleep, yeah, I told you it was going to do that. You can't drop it too low. Try rotating this to where it's almost vertical. You have it kind of sideways. So no. Turn. Yeah, there you go, like that. But you can have this pointed like that. There you go. You're fine. If it does want to drop, that's why I have this Allen key right here. It's fine. All right. Either way, I just wanted to break up your story slightly with mine because at this point I decided I am going to go on my trip. I'm okay to do it. I'm still in pain, but I'm okay. There was even a time where I even said, like, maybe I should just go to work Friday morning, just do my early part of my shift and then go on my trip. And I'm like, no, I'll probably be in worse shape if I do that.
Yeah.
So I just said, fuck it. You don't have to keep fucking with the microphone, baby. It's actually fine. You are loud and clear. I assume you can hear yourself okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because Heffy says he can never hear the difference when he's too far away from the microphone. See how you're sitting like the right distance from the microphone? Mm-hmm. He tends to lean way the fuck back and doesn't hear the difference. Oh. Yeah. So that's his problem. You're doing perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So you're in Boston. You finally have your car.
Yes, and good thing that I stayed at the airport hotel because, yeah, that was an experience. 6-minute drive to my hotel, and that was just trying to get out of the airport.
Yeah.
And people are already crazy drivers, so I just kind of kept up with pace, and I, just kind of. My license plate is from New Jersey, so I act like I was from New Jersey, like I'm going to drive like y'all, so I made it safely. It was fine. No issues getting to the hotel, no issues checking in. Of course, I didn't realize if you have a car, they do charge to park your car at the hotel nightly.
That makes sense.
But it was a good hotel. I got in the room, got unpacked, got everything set up. I even unpacked my clothes because I know they were getting wrinkled.
Yeah.
So I unpacked them to hang them up a little bit. Then I went down to the bar and had dinner. Had a really nice fish sandwich.
A fish sandwich, huh?
God. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't get any clam chowder or any lobster rolls.
Well, it wasn't Maine. You go to Maine for lobster.
Yeah.
Ditch. Oversized ocean crawdad. If crawfish are ditch lobsters got to be oversized ocean crawdads.
Yeah.
Sorry, my computer's lagging a little bit here. It does that. Let me turn on this little noisy thing here.
I did, when I got unpacked and stuff, I did take a little nap, though. Like, I laid down on the bed.
Yeah.
And I was just playing on my phone, and then I realized I fell asleep with my phone still open. And maybe an hour and a half. I took an hour and a half nap.
Yeah.
So
here, do me a favor. Point this. Turn it down towards your face instead of up at your nose. There you go. Because you're into it. It's like when it's pointed at your nose, you'd be surprised at how loud your nose can be. It's fine.
I do have a loud nose.
Not as bad as Jeff's. Jeff has a. You've got a bad deviated septum, but he gets so many sinus problems, and the fact that he had his nose almost cut off once.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If you ever noticed, Jeff Heffy's got a scar across his nose, like right through here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because he nearly had it cut off by a grinding disc or a cutoff wheel, and it went through the face shield and everything. And nearly cut his nose off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So, that's your first day getting to Boston. So Friday, I pack everything up. Well, I already had everything packed up, but I pack up my CPAP. I get everything together, and I consider bringing my. I gotta remember I'm backwards here. My unsubscribed podcast shoe and my quack bang that's right there, because I figure if I'm gonna go meet these guys in person, perhaps I should go get this shit signed. Mm-hmm. So I did bring the shoe and I did bring the quack bang, but jumping ahead in the story, because of bag limitations at the venue, I couldn't even bring in my small backpack.
Oh wow. Oh look, it's your chiropractor.
No, I don't know that number. A 972 number. No fucking clue. No, they already texted earlier. That wasn't them. Don't know who that was. Either way. So I got to remember I'm leaning way out of the thing. So either way, guys, the whole point was I was going to the the Geneva Suggestion Tour. Oh, that's right. I got to put my my meet and greet badge in there too. So the point is they do a live tour now yearly, and they tour probably 12 cities, here and there. So they were doing San Antonio and Miami. I think it was Miami. I know it's Florida.
Oh, no, turn around. It's on the back of it's Orlando.
It's Orlando. Okay, sorry.
I saw it on the back of your shirt.
Sorry, I had it wrong. I just said Orlando. So basically every weekend or so, they're hopping a plane with all their friends and going to go have a live tour somewhere. Nice. But in Iowa, the Iowa show got so big they had to add another date and decided instead of adding an extra day, they decided to do 2 shows in one day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, insane. So the story there is that what happened with San Antonio, it was supposed to be their opening show. They wanted it to be small so they could, get their feet wet, And then it sold out so fast. I was part of that. I was part of that sellout so fast that they decided, because the Empire and the Majestic is a combined theater, it's 2 different sizes. Originally, it was in the Empire, which is the smaller room. It's a fucking theater. It's a huge ass theater. So they bumped it over to the Majestic and almost doubled the capacity. So they went from about 1,300 seats to 2,500 seats.
Wow.
Give or take. And it was I couldn't see up on the balcony how many people were up there, but I know there were quite a few. On the ground where we were, it was pretty cool. So I got a lot of pictures from that whole event. I'll be posting them later in my vlog. But the trip to San Antonio, I didn't want to go through Houston because it usually sucks.
Yeah, I-10 sucks.
Yeah, I-10 sucks. So I usually will drive through Navasota, go about that way, and pop in, about halfway down I-10.
Yeah.
But it took 45 fucking minutes to get the oil changed on the car.
I don't know why it takes them so long.
They had 8 cars in front of me.
Yeah.
I mean, all 3 bays were fucking
And there's
full.
like usually 1 or 2 people that's working all 3 bays.
Yeah, so I mean, they had about 4 or 5 dudes there working. It was busy. It was real busy. But also, it's Friday. People don't have school anymore because so many fucking school districts decided to go to a 4-day school week, meaning so many people are off on fucking Friday now. That's annoying. Go back to your 5-day fucking school week. Sorry. It pisses me off. Either way. It took me so long that I said, screw it. The fastest way is literally to go down 45 and take 99 all the way around. So I'm going to get a hefty fucking toll bill in the mail here shortly. Because I said, fuck it, it's going to save me basically that 40 minutes, so
then having to go through downtown to get to I-10.
Exactly, or around 610, or around any of it to get through. 610's a nightmare. Going straight to downtown is stupid. So I get there. My only goal at this point in the travel is to make sure I hit 1 Buc-ee's along the path because I haven't eaten yet. I'm hungry. And I need to it's Buc-ee's. I'm gonna fucking stop.
Yeah, you have to stop at Buc-ee's.
Yeah. So the part that sucked was I already mentioned being hydrated and needing to go to the bathroom a lot. I made it about halfway down 99 before I desperately needed a bathroom. And luckily I found a fairly new Target shopping center. And I'd never seen it. I'd never even seen one of these Targets before. It was like a brand new mega Target.
Oh, nice. I want to go.
Like a quarter of it is for pickup.
Oh, wow.
Like out front.
Can I go to it?
No. So I had to find the bathroom because I was like, where the fuck is the bathroom in this place? I was like, it's totally different from every Target I know. Hold on, I got to fix my camera slightly. It's like, I'm not really out of whack, but my camera is off by just a hair.
No, you're out of whack.
Either way. So I go to the bathroom. I tell you what's going on. I think you had already made it to Boston by this, or you're already in Boston at this point. I don't know what it's Friday. You're in Boston.
Oh, yeah. Friday.
I don't know where it is you were going.
I was at Boston Common.
Yeah. So I know you were going to do the Freedom Trail.
I was in downtown Boston.
Yeah. So I continue hauling ass, make it to I-10, continue to haul ass. By this point, I also am going to need gas by the time I hit Buc-ee's 99 miles in the future, And there was stupid construction along the way on I-10 that I didn't know was there. I was like, this is fucking retarded. Why are they doing this? So basically, the only thing that really ever slowed me down was the construction on I-10 and needing to bypass some of it. And there was one point where it told me to get off, take the feeder to avoid it. And then thank God I didn't. Because I saw cars that did get off and I passed them and I never saw them again. Because, like, while the freeway would slow down, the feeder was coming to a complete stop.
Because everybody was taking the feeder.
Well, not just that, but because of the construction equipment moving in and out and dump trucks and stuff moving through. So, and then there was a couple of assholes on I-10. Like, we had already dealt with, we didn't even mention it, on our way to the airport to drop you off, that asshole in that fucking souped up Camaro.
Oh, man.
So,
he was...
This guy was being a dick. Like, he's clearly got a very fast Camaro. Modern Camaro.
Loud.
And he's going like 68 in the HOV lane. And I'm like, get the fuck out of the way, dude. So I had to damn near come to a stop to not hit him in the HOV lane. Because
HOV lane, people go up to
you go 90, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But like the fast lane was moving faster than the HOV lane. And this is also at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. Why are you driving like this? And so like he drives slow and then I get on his ass and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And so he slows down even more. And then we hear him rev up a couple of times. And then he just guns it and takes the fuck off.
At least 120.
Oh, he's going 120, 130 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Because he just took off. And like I said, it's a souped up Camaro. And so we just driving along. I'm basically trying to go about 90 because I really want to get to the fucking airport. And we see him again. We get out of the HOV lane because we need to get off the freeway. And even though nobody's there, he does the same fucking thing.
I didn't even realize he exited the same exit we did.
So
Until we saw him
again. But the thing is, like before we even got there, there's nobody else in the HOV lane. But he basically does the exact same thing. He slows down and then he fucking guns it like he's
showing off or something.
He's showing off or playing around, whatever. Probably making stupid ass videos for Instagram. I'm surprised he didn't have the fucking 360 camera hanging off the back like everybody else does that I see driving around. So either way, we encounter him on fucking 1960 as well on our way to the airport, and like he's just driving like an asshole. Like, just it's fucking stupid. And wasn't it like, didn't we do something Wednesday, and we saw another shitty driver who was like, there was other shitty people. Was that you? That wasn't me.
That was me. It's my face.
Oh. Yeah, make sure you mute your phone, my love.
I'm sorry.
Please mute your phone.
I don't know the rules.
Mute the phones.
Your phone wasn't muted.
No, that's because you heard it coming through the headset. It wasn't out loud. My phone is muted. You heard that. It's like, but I'm connected to the Bluetooth. That's why you heard it. Either way. So I get to Buc-ee's. I get myself some foods. I get some gas in the car. So here's a question. Here's a question for everybody here. If you're familiar with a Buc-ee's or a very large gas station, big old truck stop style, right? Buc-ee's usually has upwards of 90 to 100 fucking gas pumps, and some of them have like a mega car wash and stuff like that too. I pulled up. It's fucking peak. It is like peak fucking times. It's like 2 p.m. Everything is full. The fact I found an empty fucking pump was impressive. And the guy in front of me had already filled up his gas and his car was just sitting there.
I hate when people do that. Like they fill up their gas.
Don't beat me to the question. I'm gonna ask the question. So I pull up. I need to get gas first and foremost. So I start pumping. But I'm also going in the store. I gotta go to the bathroom and I need supplies / food. So I pump my gas, and this car pulls up behind me. Like they're waiting on the pump, waiting for me to get done pumping. And I just look at them, and I shake my head, no. And I'm just like, nope. And they understood what I meant, and they backed off, and they drove off to another pump. And so basically what I did was I contemplated pulling away and going to find a parking spot somewhere, because God knows where you'll be able to actually find one that's open at that point. And I just left the car parked there while I went inside. I was inside probably 15 minutes between going to the bathroom and shopping. So my question is, in that kind of situation, it is Buc-ee's. There's 100+ fucking pumps, but there's also 2,000 people there at any given time, right?
Yeah.
What is the fucking courtesy there? Do you leave the gas?
There's not much parking unless it's like far away from the entrance.
There's a lot that would be far away from the entrance. You're not going to find one
But
that's...
still, I think it's a courtesy thing. Like, pump your gas, move your car for the next person.
But if there are more open gas pumps than there are open parking spots... Because the guy in front of me was already doing it. Like, because it's double pumps. So the other guy in front of me was already in the store after pumping gas. But I'm saying, if you are getting gas in this situation, but you need to go inside as well, as long as you're not going to be an asshole who's going to be in there for like 45 fucking minutes, then I would say. But if you're going to have 10 minutes, let's call it around 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Is it fine to leave your car at the pump and go inside?
Sure.
Instead of trying to hunt down a parking spot.
I guess.
Because gas turnover is way faster than the parking turnover. That's a given, right?
Yeah.
Because more people, if you're pulling up just to shop, you're going to be in there a while. Especially if you're going full tourist. Mm-hmm. Like the tourists who've never been to a Buc-ee's.
They want to look at everything.
They're looking at everything. I know what I'm after. I'm getting some barbecue sandwiches. I'm getting a Dr. Pepper, and I'm getting the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. It's like I got in there, took a quick shit, washed my hands.
Which have the best restrooms ever. I love how private it is. Because, I don't go in public.
Yeah.
But I would go in a Buc-ee's.
Since the last time we traveled together, I think they added the lights for when the bathrooms are occupied.
Yeah, because they used to have the little things.
They still have the door thing, but now they have a green and red light above to let you know if it's empty or not.
See from
At a
far
glance, you can see.
Yeah.
Because some of them
That's pretty cool.
Because some of them have the full
the
doors.
airport had that in Boston.
Yeah. Some of them have the full doors, so you can't tell if there's any feet, but some of them have like the 3/4 doors where like you can only see the feet and nothing else. So I like that. That was actually really cool. They need that on the gas pumps at a glance so you can see from a distance if one is taken up or not. Now, I will say if you park at a gas pump and you're not getting gas, you just don't want to look for a parking spot, then you're a dick, period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're not getting gas.
If you're not getting gas, then you're a dick.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, I would say if it's a short enough trip, it's worth it to not have to go and find a fucking parking spot. Now, if you just don't care.
Yeah, because
cool.
you're going to drive around for another
5 minutes.
If you longer than that, sometimes just to find a parking spot. But every time we've gone, like when we drove to Baltimore a couple years ago, we were pretty lucky to find. We found really good parking spots.
We also didn't get gas either.
Yeah, we didn't.
At Buc-ee's, we didn't get gas. We did the one time.
We did the one time
in the middle of Tennessee.
But we were lucky, like where we did park. We were lucky.
Yeah, we usually got right up front.
Yeah.
There's one where kind of like middle of the parking lot, but not that bad. In Texas, the Buc-ee's tend to be more busy.
Yeah.
I will say, on my way back, stopped at the same Buc-ee's, doing effectively the same thing, but not needing gas. I got a front row spot, only like six spots from the entrance, and Buc-ee's usually has 3 entrances. The old ones only have like 1 or 2. The new ones all have 3. So you can approach from basically any direction. And they have checkouts at all 3 entrances. Yep. So they're meant for efficiency, and they want you to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want you to buy stuff, then they want you to get the fuck out. For those who don't understand how Buc-ee's functions, you can buy almost anything under the sun. Almost.
Yeah.
But don't fucking come in there expecting a restaurant. You're buying your food and you're getting back in your car and you're fucking leaving.
There's not even a place to eat your food there.
No,
they don't have like a sitting space, not even outside.
Nope. You could buy a folding chair and then sit on the side of the. You can actually buy a full outdoor
chair,
table, umbrella, fire pit. Set it up in the parking lot and then eat your food.
Yeah, they'll let you do that.
But they do not provide anywhere. Now, if you want to be a weirdo and then buy your food and go in the bathroom and eat, you can have somewhere to sit. Because the only place you're going to find to sit in a Buc-ee's is in the bathroom.
In all 100 stalls that they have.
That's going to be in the promo. And also, don't you dare try to fucking bring an 18-wheeler into Buc-ee's either.
Yeah, they don't let you.
They will shoot you. Take your truck and then dump it in the cavern behind. Yeah. And leave you for the beavers to eat. Sorry, that's a Dusk Till Dawn reference.
I like that movie.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna make a beaver version of it and call it From Musk Till Dawn. Same thing. Either way. So I get to San Antonio. Fuck. Because, like, at this point, I thought I was going to get there with an hour and a half to fuck around. You know, I thought I was going to get there roughly at 2 o'clock. I got there at 4 o'clock. I got 2.
Which is your check-in time.
Was my check-in time. And, like we already mentioned earlier, Google fucked me up. Because it's like, hey, go this way. Take this road, and you're going to go this way. And then I was like, I followed the directions, and I ended up on the wrong fucking highway, now going the wrong direction. Same amount of time to get to my hotel, but I did end up going the direction I needed to go. So, whatever. But this is where I started running into my next medical emergency started. Wasn't an emergency.
High heart rate.
So
I think you were having anxiety or panic attack.
So, yeah, I've got my watch, not right now, but I usually have my watch on, and it has a heart rate monitor on it because I always want to check that shit out, right? And I could feel my pulse in my spine, or my back, I should say. Like a throbbing in a way. And I'm like, fuck, it feels like my heart rate's going really high. And then I look at it, and it's like 80-something, which is high for resting, but not terrible. I get checked in at my hotel. They have valet, which costs like $50 a night. But, like, it's period. Like, you're good. Like, you pay $50, you're good for, like, a whole fucking day. They park your car. You give them 10 minutes notice. They go get your car and whatever. It's all app-based and stuff like that. So, shout out to those guys. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I was staying downtown. Like, I was, no joke, 3 blocks from the venue. Not worried about it at all. I can walk. I don't have to Uber. Like, I even thought about it. I was like, do I need to Uber? And then I saw literally a 3-minute walk. And I'm just like, oh. I'm not like, why hire an Uber? It's going to be fighting people on foot anyways. So I get there, and I've got the check-in for VIP was at 5:15. It's literally 4:15. And I got to unpack my stuff and all this other thing. And, like, I get upstairs, and I notice my heart rate is, like, still high. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I get it. I was in traffic. I didn't know what I was dealing with. Heart rate is still high. Now it's gone up. It's, like, close to 90. Like, what is going on? I go to the bathroom. I talk to you a little bit. And I'm, like, trying to calm down. I want to lay down for a little bit. And I figure I'm going to lay down. No big deal. Chill for 20, 25 minutes until I can, pack up to go. And I got to change clothes, too, because I'm in the same sweaty clothes all day. And the heart rate's still going up steadily, even when I'm relaxed. And I'm like, what is going on, man? This is fucked up. So 5 o'clock rolls around. I'm actually running a little bit late, and I get dressed and I walk down there. And it's not a brisk walk, but it's fucking like 90, 92 degrees with a whole lot of humidity. So, and I'm not in direct sunlight, but it's hot. It's in downtown San Antonio. I get down there, and, like, there's several lines. And I'm like, okay, so there's some lines over here that looks like a big cluster. So I assume that's just the main group of people trying to get in. And then I see a short line over here of, like, 20-some-odd people. So I figure that's the VIP line because they limited VIP to, like, 25 people. So that they had time to spend with the people instead of 100 like they did the year before. So I get in that line, and then I ask, I'm like, hey, where is this the VIP line? They're like, no, this is the priority entrance line, which is like a membership situation. Those people actually got to go on stage like super early. We could see them while we were standing in line. So they had like a super Uber VIP situation that was more related to the venue, not the situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, from what I could tell. It's like the people who would have like box seats, that kind of thing. So I find out the other lines are the VIP lines. So me and the 4 other people who were with me in the wrong line all end up going over there. And then we had to figure out, wait, which line is it? Because there were 2 levels of VIP. There was VIP 1 and VIP 2. VIP 2 basically was just get in early, buy exclusive merch, get the stuff that, whatever. But VIP 1 was the full-on meet and greet. That's what I got. Because I'm going to try to fucking meet these guys as best I can. We've halfway modeled this podcast after Unsub. That's why we have the Offenders and everything. By the way, you've never joined the Offenders.
No.
You've been on at least 2 episodes.
I have?
Yeah. You were on episode 100.
Oh, I was asking the questions.
Yeah. You've been on at least 2 podcasts. So technically speaking, you need to join the Offenders, my love.
Fine.
We'll do it later.
You always tell me what to do.
But you don't want to be a superhero?
I'm already a superhero.
You are technically already a superhero, yes. So either way, get in line, and I check my heart rate, and it's 110. Resting.
That's weird because that's my resting normal.
Like my
but I can see how that will make you feel anxiety driven.
So at this point, my chest starts to hurt a little bit, and my hands are tingly, which is a common problem with me right now. I'm sweating, and I'm like, okay, I already know other symptoms of a heart attack. What am I looking for here? And I'm just trying to talk with the people in line, because now I'm stuck with my line buddies. It's me and like 4 other people. We are the end of the line. Mm-hmm. So I get to know my line buddies. This couple from Odessa, shout out to Garrett, and we hung out most of the time there. He gave me a beer, and then we hung out. He actually ended up coming to sit with me because there was nobody sitting next to me, surprisingly, in the VIP section. He was a VIP as well. He just, he had worse seats than I did. Because when they switched venues, the seats got shifted slightly. Yeah. So they had to remodel where the seats were. So I ended up closer to the stage than I think I initially was supposed to be. So still second row, but I was supposed to be on the outside, and I ended up on the inside.
Oh, okay.
So pretty cool. Either way, at this point, I think I'm having a minor heart attack. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just try to keep calm. It's like, I'm not seeing the major ones, no blurry vision.
No chest pain.
Well, there was some chest pain, like right here. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me think about this. It is warm out here. I've already had to deal with a lot of stress over the last couple fucking days. Let me just do my best to breathe. I was taking like deep breaths, deep, slow breaths, try to slow my heart rate and everything. By the time we got inside, got into the air conditioning, got out of the sun, and we're all just chit-chatting and working our way to the merch table. Literally 25 minutes later, I'm in line, just chilling, hanging out with everybody. And I look at it, and it's back down to 80. Like, still slightly elevated. Yeah, I mean, slightly. Resting is like 77, give or take. So, and I couldn't feel it in my spine throbbing anymore. So I've got 2 things that it could have been. 1, panic attack. Minor panic. Nerves combined with panic attack. But also the literal nerves in my spine being jacked up, being in pain for days. I mean, like, it didn't just start on Thursday. I had been in pain and discomfort for over a week. I just didn't really tell you because I wanted you to focus on your shit. And I thought that it was just a blockage that needed to work out. Turns out it wasn't, obviously. Well, there was not a blockage, but I definitely needed to poo. Yeah. So doing that caused more pain, technically speaking. Here's the other thing, and I mentioned it earlier, the gastroparesis. I think that the pills that I take now, because I just started a new GNC pill regimen, and part of it is like a 300 milligram caffeine pill. Just because it's meant for energy and working out. But normally I take it before work. So all caffeine and everything is whatever.
It's moving around your body.
I took it.
Exerting energy.
I took it before I left for the trip.
So you're sitting there doing nothing. Yeah.
Odds are my stomach was digesting incredibly slow. I think those. No, I'm sorry. I think I took those pills. No, I didn't take them when I got to the hotel. That was the next morning. Sorry, a lot of days blurring together. I think those pills had been sitting in my stomach undigested. And then they finally digested all at once. It's like, I think that it was a couple days worth of fucking
caffeine,
vitamins, and I had an Alani on my way.
Oh shit! And those alone, those make my heart race.
It's 200 milligrams of caffeine, but I had that in the morning on the trip before I left. And I had a Dr. Pepper on the way. I did drink a lot of water.
So you had a lot of caffeine.
So between coffee, no sleep. Like I had 10 hours of sleep the night before once I actually got to sleep. But
you told me that it was the best 10 hours sleep.
It fucking was.
I wasn't there.
Yes, it was. That's absolutely true. You weren't there to wake me up all night. Turns out you are the problem in my sleep schedule, not me.
Oh.
It's.
I guess I have to move out then.
No, we just need separate beds.
Okay, you can sleep in here.
No, we can sleep in the same room, just separate beds. Just 2 separate queen-size beds.
Okay, 1949.
Here, you can have a queen size to yourself, and I'll have a full size to myself. We'll push it together with like one gigantic king bed. That way you moving around doesn't affect me at all.
There you go.
But even with a full fucking queen size bed to yourself, you would still come all the way over to my side, push me out of bed, and claiming that you are on the edge. You would. You know you fucking would.
No, I wouldn't.
Baby, we were on vacation.
I don't know
in a
what you're
fucking
talking about.
California king bed. You came over.
I don't know. This is when we were in Oklahoma.
I think so.
Oh my God, that bed was so wonderful in Oklahoma.
Literally, she was not. I'm on my side of the whole ass bed.
I literally have like this much room, and I'm like, I'm on the edge.
She has a whole fucking bed behind her, and she comes over to snuggle me, pushing me out of bed. Like, no joke, I'm on the edge of the actual bed, and she's like, baby, I can't scoot back. I'm on the edge. I'm like, bitch, I'm on the edge. You move. Go to your side of the fucking room. Also, I would like to point out that while I liked my hotel, my room smelled like cat piss when I got there. Turns out it wasn't cat piss, it's mold, because the AC was not draining properly and leaking on the fucking floor, and whoever set it at 60 beforehand, it was just running constantly.
Oh, wow.
Not to mention the exhaust fan in the bathroom didn't do anything, and the shower, whoever was in there before me had the shower curtain out of the tub, and that thing splashed really bad.
Well, it wasn't the person. That was the cleaning crew that
Either
did
way.
that. I think they do it on purpose. I don't know.
Possibly. So basically, when I did take a shower, I got water everywhere, even though I've tried to pull the curtain inside. But I found out the next morning that the AC was doing that because my hat was wet. My hat was sitting on the floor. It had like fallen out of my bag, and it was sitting right next to my bag. So there was like a big water line under the carpet. And when I stepped over there with no shoe on, I was like, ice cold fucking water floor. I was like, oh, that's why the room stinks. But I would like to point out that it was actually like a suite. It had a fucking like mini kitchen, everything. I was like, oh, this is fucking neat. I was like,
Kind of
oh,
like the one we had when we first started dating. Remember, we stayed in Galveston for my birthday.
yeah, but that one didn't have a stove, a dishwasher, and everything.
Oh no, it just had like a little.
This is a suite. Like this is like a long-term suite situation.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it actually had a two burner electric stove. It had dishes. It had fucking plates, pots, pans, glasses, everything. Full-size dishwasher, full-size microwave, half-size fridge. I was like, damn, next time we come, I'll stay here, just not this room.
Yeah.
It's like, just not this room. But the room itself was small, but otherwise you could stay there for quite some time. It was pretty cool. And for the money, it wasn't too bad. But other than that, we got into the venue, and it was good. And I'll tell them more of that after you talk about what you did on your first day roaming around in Boston.
Yeah. Well, Thursday night, I mean, I slept pretty good. I had some Samuel Adams. They call it the seasonal beer, so I think it was the Oktoberfest with my dinner.
That would have been like their fest beer. Might not have been their Oktoberfest. I think they have something called a fest beer at this point. But their Oktoberfest is not terrible.
Yeah. So when I woke up on Friday, I got up really early, took a shower, put on the TV, just kind of diddle-daddled around and got dressed. And I was looking and I was like, okay, well, I know where I want to go, but where do I park? Because I know parking in any big city is going to be hell. And so I found this parking garage that $28, and you just pick your time. So you can say, oh, I'm going to be there after 9. I'm going to leave before 9 p.m. Like you can do 12 hours, you can do 24 hours. As long as you leave within that time frame, you won't get charged extra. So I just put from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. What was going to happen. It was like $28. I didn't realize it was an underground parking garage.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I get there, and so you drive around, and the traffic there wasn't really too bad. Like people drive crazy, and there's a lot of potholes. But I figure it's not my car, so. So yeah, so I get there, and the map's like, "You've arrived at your destination." I'm like, "Where?" Like where? I don't see a building to park my car. And I didn't realize it was an underground parking. So I drive all the way around, and I did the second time. I'm like, oh my God, where is this parking garage? I don't see it. It says I'm right on it. I don't see it because the park is right next to my right. So I go around again, do a whole nother circle. And I realized, oh, I need to go into the ground to park down there. So I go down there and I scan the code and I park, and that's when I call you.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go find the thing they call it the visitor center or something.
Visitor center?
Yeah, at the park. It's called Boston Common Park, and there's so much to do there, so much to see. So yeah. So then I started walking over, and I went up, and I used my map, my Google map, to get me to the visitor center, because that's how big the park is. Like you know, if you need to get somewhere, just use your Google map.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, this looks like a really cool route to take. So I didn't realize it was going to take me up a hill that's almost 70-degree hill. So I am climbing up this hill to get to the statue, this monument, and took some few pictures, then went back down the hill and found the visitor center.
Oh.
And so I signed up to do the, what is it called? It has to have the sticker. The Freedom Trail.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's literally on your
It's
phone.
on my
You should
phone.
see that, Melif.
It's on my phone.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you at that point, but this spot. So I saw a post on Facebook that got me particularly concerned, and it said that after 44 years, MTV is shutting down. But the headline is very misleading because it's only shutting down in Australia. It's like they have, like MTV is now like a cluster of networks now. They bought a whole bunch of different stuff. So basically, from what I've read, in Australia, they're shutting down all the auxiliary ones and going back to just like MTV HD. So their music channels, irony, are all shutting down. But once again, it's only in Australia. Here in America, it's not going to change. So that was a really, really big headline. And I was like, wow, fuck, that's crazy. Oh, wait, never mind. Not even affecting our country at all. All right.
Thanks for that detour.
Sorry, it distracted me, and I
Squirrel.
wanted to bring it up.
Squirrel.
So, go talk about your fucking walking around Boston and shit.
So I guess here we can upload some pictures that I took.
Yes.
But yeah, so you signed up, and the guy's like, get your sticker, because it's kind of like says, hey, you're part of the group.
Is that why you put it on the phone?
Well, I put it on my shirt, but then I put it on my phone because I thought, it's just a little one that says Freedom Trail.
It's never going to come off your thing, ever.
It's fine.
Ever.
And so I sit down, finally sit down, because I wasn't tired, but I was like, man, that was already a long walk. And then there's so many people like walking there, like different types of people, locals, tourists.
White, black, women, men, non-genders, blue hair,
too.
pink hair.
And then I started seeing they sign on the sidewalk on chalk. They put what the King's protest was going to be, and where it was going to start. And I was like,
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about the No Kings weekend later.
So, but I am so glad I did this on the day that they didn't have the protest, because from what I saw, there was a lot of people there. But
Here, pull the microphone away just a little bit, because it feels like you're dodging around it. Like, just pull it away from you just a little. There you go.
is that better?
Well, because it looks like you're doing this, like you're trying to avoid it.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah,
just how I
it's
talk.
like, yeah. No, you're fine. It's just like you were, because it felt like you were trying to do this number to get away from it, and I'm just letting you
See,
be
he always tells me what to do.
I tell Jeff what to do all the time too.
Well,
It must be that spot.
must be.
You sound fine, but what I was getting at is you're talking, or it's like you're trying to get away from it, like it's in your way. So you just push it away from you slightly, so it's not actually in your way. That's what I was getting at.
Anything else?
You're beautiful. Not when you make that face. Me, zoom in on that in the edit.
No.
Well,
No.
we're an hour and 36 minutes in. I probably already cut the video feed anyways. But for the patrons, you'll see this. So I will need to offload. Do you want to pull up photos to show me as you're talking? Because that way I will know what photos to put on when we do this in the edit. Because I'm going to be including lots of photos from our trips in this long podcast recap. Yeah, you almost had the second longest U-turn in history. If I had had a real emergency.
Okay. So, so when I got there, a couple of these pictures of me walking to the visitor center. So I just took a picture of like the skyline. Of course, I do vertical because I don't know how to do pictures.
Horizontal, please. I look
Then like that was a really cool.
the statue, memorial statue thing.
Yeah.
Is that Paul Revere? What is that one?
Yeah. And I actually did this video for some reason. I think this video was an accident. It's like 5 seconds long.
I'll tell you what, baby. Send them to me. Send me a whole bunch of them on Facebook right now in Messenger. Okay.
Yes.
So you can see the screen.
Yeah. So this is just walking to the Freedom Trail. I thought it was a really beautiful day. And let's be clear,
It was gorgeous weather.
I was in a hoodie, and it was cold and windy. You can't tell it, but it was cold and windy.
What the fuck? What did I do? Hold on, I gotta find the first picture.
That's not the first picture.
No, you know what happened? It jumped to the next set of pictures.
Yeah.
All right, where is
Yeah.
this?
So there was a lot of people there, but it wasn't like crowded or anything. I mean, I was just like a picture of the skyline.
Very
the
pretty.
buildings are amazing.
Old architecture.
Yeah, very old, very nice.
And by the way, guys, I haven't seen these, like for the most part. So this is me also reacting to these pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was in a big, thick hoodie.
So this is the Paul Revere statue.
No, that's just.
Hold on, let me.
Let me see if I can zoom. I think I zoomed in. It was.
Let me see if I can bring up the pictures on the screen here, so I don't even have to do it in the edit.
So this one, I'm sorry. So this one is like the men of Boston who died for the country on land and sea in the war that kept the Union whole, destroyed slavery, and maintained the Constitution. The grateful city was built. This monument and their example may speak to coming generations. And there was something on everything. I just didn't go all the way around it.
So that was. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. I gotta click back over it. God damn it. It's getting annoying. Okay, so here's the different shots of it. Now did you get a picture of the plaque? Is that what I see?
Yeah, so that.
Okay, so it's in there somewhere.
Well, it's not the plaque. You have to zoom in, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I thought it was really cool. And at the very top, it's just a woman up there.
Just a woman.
I don't know.
Some chick.
So basically, it's a monument for the people who, when it was settled, the Boston, when they settled into the territory.
Yeah.
And just for the people who fought to keep the Constitution.
Yeah. So what I'm doing here is just setting this up on the screen, and then I can adjust it later in the edit for everybody can just see the raw pictures, but this way I can see what we're looking at. Okay. So I got to click back over here. Boop. There we go. All right. Mm-hmm. So this is downtown area? Yeah.
I just, as I was walking around, I was just snapping whatever I could. I thought these buildings were really awesome. Just something you don't see. I mean, it does kind of look like Houston a little bit, but.
Yeah, they're both really old cities.
Yeah.
And the big Israel flag up there. A lot of people not happy about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did it jump to this photo?
All right, so this is whenever the Freedom Trail started.
Oh, this was not in Salem. This is Freedom Trail.
This is Freedom Trail.
Okay, I did not know.
Yeah, and this lady. So what they do is they get in character. So this is Elizabeth. She had 16 children.
She has 16 children, or the character?
The character.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Her last name is Goose. When she died, her son-in-law made books, and she is known as Mother Goose. So all the fairy tales and the lullabies come from her. She got old and moved in with her oldest daughter, who is also named Elizabeth. We couldn't video her. She said we could only take pictures, so I did that. So she tells a life story about how whenever they came, they looked for water. There was nothing but salt water because it's on the bay.
Yeah.
They did find some fresh water, and so that's kind of like how the city of Boston came about, was settling for finding fresh water. And some other stuff too. She did talk a lot. She would turn away from me, so I couldn't hear her that well.
Because she's wearing a speaker.
She is wearing a speaker thing.
She's wearing ye olde headset.
Yeah, ye old headset.
Ye old microphone headset.
Yeah. So, gave us that little backstory, and then we started walking towards the cemetery where Paul Revere, John Hancock, and
all right.
Sam Adams. So I just took some more pictures. Her outfit was really cute. That's a little monument that we walked by.
Water fountain with
fountain.
Babies and other ladies on it.
Yeah. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Yeah. So this is their Capitol building, like their main building that is real gold on top. So it was made by an architect who was known for his dome tops. So that became their main Capitol. It was closed that day just due to the government shutdown. But she goes, if you want to get rich, you can just climb on top and scrape you off some gold and take it home. But she doesn't recommend it because you'll get shot.
Yeah.
So
I know a guy who is good with domes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Domio.
Oh yeah. And Juliet.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Just saying Domio.
So I thought that was a really cool building, and I was trying to get it.
We have a cooler building.
Yeah. So this was the top of a church. I just thought it was really beautiful. So this clock on the church has been there since the beginning, and
since the beginning.
And whenever we heard the sound, that's when we started our tour, because she goes, okay, now it's ready. So
yeah,
I thought it was really cool architecture. Get a good shot of that. I tried to do I went into my inner Shoky and tried to do some really cool pictures and stuff to make it look aesthetic.
So you tried to pull up a little bit of me inside you?
I tried.
Giggity. Giggity.
Yeah. So again, another side of the church.
You need to edit out that guy's face.
I know. I need you to edit. I mean, so I was trying to you couldn't not get people in. There's people all over.
You can try and be like, hey, move. Okay. Snap and move, bitches.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking church.
Yeah. So this is us waiting for the crosswalk.
You could AI that guy's face.
They were telling you the crosswalk. You do want to wait until it's time to go, but if you're in the middle of the crosswalk, they're not going to run over you. They'll be mad and they'll probably honk at you, but they're not going to run over you.
So you're
because we were in a group of 50 people.
So you're telling me crosswalks work like crosswalks work?
Yes,
it seems weird that they have to explain.
But also,
that.
people wouldn't even follow. You can tell who was local and who wasn't, because the locals, they're like, okay, no car's coming, I'm walking. They just didn't care.
Yeah.
But everybody crossed at a crosswalk, not in the middle.
So that's a building next to it. I could see that.
Yeah, so it's just another
some type of law school, from what I can see.
Yeah, just another
some university law school. I can't tell.
Yeah, probably Harvard.
Harvard.
It's
near there. No, definitely can't read it.
Yeah.
Better shot of the steeple.
Yeah, I was just trying to get some really cool.
I do like the way the clock looks, but it looks too modern to me. That's what's so funny about it.
Yeah. So that was also the one that was on National Treasure, the movie.
Oh yeah.
That's the one where they found Edison's glasses.
Yep. Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
So that was really cool.
That makes sense. That was in Boston.
So then we go over to the cemetery.
Wait, why would that have been Boston, not in Philadelphia?
Oh, was it Philadelphia?
That's Philadelphia.
Oh, I thought that was the same one.
They probably
I thought it was in
they might have
Boston.
filmed it in Boston.
Oh, I don't
but they would have been in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Because that's where the Declaration was signed. Right?
No, it was signed in Boston.
Why am I thinking it was in Philadelphia?
Because we're about to talk about John Hancock.
Oh, that's fair. It's a cemetery.
So this cemetery, as you can see, it's old. You can't even read anything on the headstones anymore. So there's a couple different tours you can do. You can go through the Freedom Trail tour, or whenever you get there, there's a guy that will hand you an envelope, and then you follow the folder around to the different places in here. So it's pretty big, but it had like a walkway and they just told you not to walk on over anything.
It was signed at Independence Hall in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Now, they might have filmed the movie in Boston.
Oh, I won't.
But then again, they're looking for his glasses, so that might be why they were there.
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry.
No, so if you want to go to the next picture.
Yes, dear.
So I was just I thought they were really cool graveyard thing going on. At this point, it was still chilly in the shade. It was warm in the sun. So at one point I did have to take off my sweater and put on my light sweater. But yeah. Next one, babe. Maybe.
No, I'm reading because now I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, so no, none of National Treasure was filmed in.
Okay, well, it looked like it to me.
It was not, but we're clarifying because I was like, wait a minute, all that would have been done in Philadelphia because that's where the Declaration was signed and the founding fathers were at that point. Not that Boston wasn't important and important things didn't happen there, but Declaration and all that happened in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Just for historical sake.
So apparently, John Hancock had a big ego.
Yeah, no
and
shit.
He wanted a family crest and a big monument of his face on it because he wanted his face on everything. So his crest, I don't know if you can zoom in or anything.
I think you had a better picture of it.
No, I had zoomed in.
Oh, I thought you had a good picture of it.
Yeah. So his crest is literally a hand.
With 3 cocks above it, it looks like. It does. It looks like there's.
And yeah, so that was just a monument that was erected that he said that anybody who was friends with him, family, loved him, would all be buried in this cemetery, which included Paul Revere and Samuel Adams.
It's literally a hand with 3 cocks above it.
John Hancock.
So me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Talk to the hand.
And that's his
Cock.
his family crest.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was actually an urn next to that, but the way I was in the group, I couldn't stop to take a picture of this urn. But they actually had it blocked off; you couldn't even touch it.
Yeah.
So
Me put the colorized image of the family crest in the edit here so we can see it. Because what you can't see here is that there's a knight's head or helmet, and then a rooster on top of that too.
I can zoom in and.
No, that's fine. Well, it's not going to affect you there. I'm going to have
I can zoom in and save it and resend it to you.
I was telling you that's what you can't see. It will be in the edit, dear. Don't worry about that. I will have the full-size photo in the edit for everybody. Let's move on. Because we got more cemetery photos here.
Yeah. So this is Benjamin Franklin's. Oh, wait. Yes, that's Benjamin Franklin's that they were talking about. We didn't really go past that very much or talk about much about that. But he too just wanted a large.
Well, I'm amazed he was buried here and not in France.
He liked Boston.
He's a whore. He's a giant man whore.
I don't know.
He fucked everybody. You know, it's a fun fact that I learned from Unsubscribe, tying this together. Benjamin Franklin once wrote a paper literally trying to tell young men why it was better to fuck cougars. Not a joke. There's literally...
Really?
And also wrote a paper on the on how to choose the best mistress.
Nice.
Not wife.
Mistress.
But he did actually literally write an entire paper submitted to a magazine that, because you know he wrote God knows how much, right? You know,
Yeah.
Prolific writer. But he was a giant man whore. He fucked everybody who had money in France, in England, and everything else like that. Like he's probably close to being like the Charlemagne of the U.S. Like there's probably a fuckload of people related to Ben Franklin in France, UK, and even here, just because he fucked everybody.
Yeah.
Probably had dozens of kids, and he just didn't dad any of them. All right, moving on. I just wanted to let you know that because it was funny.
So this right here is a headstone for Paul Revere. He didn't want a large headstone. He didn't think he was very important. He was just a middle class guy. But after he died, his friends gave him this headstone. And if you go to, I think the next photo is the small one, which is his actual headstone.
Tiny little headstone.
Yeah, he didn't think that he needed all the attention. He wasn't that important. So, of course, this was his regular headstone. Whenever we walk through there, you found a lot of rocks on top of the headstones, which is a Jewish tradition.
Yeah.
And then we also found a lot of coins, which is more military tradition. And whatever coin you put was what, I think, either your rank or how you knew them.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So a lot of people were putting rocks and coins on different headstones and stuff there.
Though irony, they put almost modern American flags there. There's one that's got the old 13 on it. That's funny.
And then I just got another angle of the Benjamin Franklin's. Yeah.
Okay.
So all of these here going down are actually crypts.
Yep.
Tombs. What do you call them? I guess they're like crypts.
Yeah, mausoleum.
Yeah. Mausoleum.
Built into the wall, effectively.
Yeah. And Samuel Adams' mausoleum is there. Yeah. So this right here is his little headstone. Not much you can read on it or anything. But
who is that supposed to be?
I think Samuel Adams.
Because that's
that's the front of his mausoleum.
But the name is not Adams. It's like Jall something.
That's what they told us. That's why I took a picture.
Well, the interesting thing is the family crest here is similar to Hancock's because there's a hand, but there's ducks instead. And same crest there. That's interesting. Because I don't think you have a better shot of it.
No, because you had to walk fast, and everybody wanted to stop and take a picture.
Yeah. Let me go see if I can find it. Who is this supposed to be? John Adams? I'm seeing if they don't find it. Either way. So, moving on. Sorry. And that was Paul Revere's memorial right there. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, so that was on the outside of the cemetery.
Yeah.
It says Paul Revere is buried here. This tablet is a memorial to Paul Revere, who is erected by the Paul Revere Memorial Association to commemorate the opening of the public on April 19, 1908 of his old house at number 19 North Square in the city, which I have a picture of that in a few. May the youth of today, when they visit this house, be inspired with the patriotism of Paul Revere.
Okay.
And then this is just the Granary Burying Grounds. I guess we can Google that. And I didn't send you this one.
Which one?
This one. This is the
send that one.
So, so the historical.
Hold on. Founding father you're thinking of is most likely John Hancock.
Well, look up that, baby. That's where it was. It's called the Granary Burying Ground, established in 1660.
The Granary Burial Grounds?
Granary.
Yeah, Granary. And it's burial or?
Burying. Burying ground.
ChatGPT's going to find it for us. Hopefully. We'll see. Because Google's only so useful. All right. I'll wait for it to come back. Okay. Who is this statue of?
That's Samuel Adams, I believe.
Cool. Another church?
Mm-hmm. So,
who is this person in the flowery hat? That's not the same lady, right?
Yes. That's our tour guide.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So this church is where what's it called? The yell heard around the world or something, or they fought. A lot of stuff happened. You can go in there, but our group didn't. You can go in there and tour, but it was basically their meeting spot where they met once a week and talked about things, gave local news, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's original to the city.
Oh, you did send it.
I did send it. So that's the name of the cemetery that we were at.
Okay.
So
I'm seeing if there's anything on there that might be useful. Okay. Same church. Better shot of it.
yeah.
Nice guy's hat with whales on it.
Yes. So these are a couple of statues of just, people when they came over to America. So there's 4 different, the next few photos are going to be
American Dream.
Yeah, I didn't even get to read them yet.
All
But
right.
it talks about,
I'll just read it.
just read it. Yeah.
American Dream. Despite hostility from some Bostonians, the sign of no Irish needed apply. The famine Irish eventually transformed themselves from impoverished refugees to hardworking, successful Americans. The leadership of Boston Irish, like John Boyle O'Reilly, Patrick Collins, and Richard Cardinal Cushing, culminated in a descendant of the famine generation, John F. Kennedy, becoming the nation's first Irish Catholic president in 1960. Today, 44 million Americans claim Irish ancestry, leading the nation in Medal of Honor winners and excelling in literature, sports, business, medicine, and entertainment. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize the Irish were like third-class citizens for quite some time. Slaves, treated as less than human, everything. So we like to say that is, oh no, we only did the horrible thing to the black people. It's like, please go talk to the Irish about what happened to them. Because I know Al was on this show at one point. He was drunk and talking about that because he's Irish.
Oh yeah, the one that went with.
Yes, when we were up in.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it came up with anything. Hold on. They're still only really coming up with John Hancock, so that has something to do. It's really weird.
Maybe it's John Hancock's tomb.
But it's not the same. Like it's very similar, but these are clearly ducks, not roosters. And it's got a hand on it, but like it's similar to Hancock, but that does not say Hancock. It's close, but it's definitely not an H. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Another one says, lest we forget, the commemoration of the Great Hunger allows people everywhere to reflect upon the terrible episode that forever changed Ireland. The conditions that produced the Irish famine, crop failure, absentee landlordism, colonialism, weak political leadership still exist around the world today. Yeah, no shit. Famines continue to decimate suffering populations. The lessons of the Irish famine need to be constantly learned and applied until history finally ceases to repeat itself. History doesn't repeat, it rhymes. Okay, there's people.
So I guess these were some of the Irish immigrants that came over. Just a statue that maybe what they went through.
No, they solidified them in bronze.
No, they didn't.
They're like, fuck you, Irish people.
I think there's 2 more plaques.
We're making you into statues. Arriving in Boston in this is a less good picture. In 1847 alone, 37,000 Irish refugees landed in Boston on the edge of death and despair. Impoverished and sick native Bostonians might have been willing to send money and food to aid the starving Irish as long as they remained in Ireland, wrote historian Thomas H. O'Connor. Irony. O'Connor wrote that. But they certainly did not want them coming to America. This is weird. The newcomers moved in along Boston's waterfront, packed together in damp cellars, overcrowded hovels. Children in the Irish district, wrote Bostonian Lemuel Shattuck. Interesting. Seemed literally born to die. Interesting grammar at the end there. It's a little difficult to read. Okay, and then the better picture of the next one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got to trim these things down, my love. All right, either way.
Sorry.
Crossing the Bowl of Tears. Almost read that as bowel. In a frantic attempt to outwit death, nearly 2 million people fled Ireland. Many thousands of peasants who could still scrape up the means fled to the sea as if pursued by wild beasts and betook themselves to America, wrote Irish patriot John Mitchell. The immigrants with an E? Interesting. The immigrants boarded vessels so unseaworthy they were called coffin ships. So many passengers died at sea. That John Boyle O'Reilly. I'm reading too fast. So many passengers died at sea that poet John Boyle O'Reilly called the Atlantic Ocean, upon which they journeyed, a bowl of tears. See, people, it's not just it wasn't just the African slaves; it was the Irishers as well.
Yeah, and so these are little tall flower. I think it was like bar height flower planters.
Yeah.
You didn't want to lean on them because they're covered with pigeon poop. There's pigeons everywhere, and they want to try to attack me. So I just got a couple of pictures of some flowers. I thought it was really pretty.
Yeah, it was very pretty. You said the pigeons were trying to attack you?
Pigeons were always trying to attack you while you're there. They're not scared. They're not scared at all. See, there's one. I tried to get it. He was walking away. I was like, get away from me. He's like, okay, bitch, bye.
Come back.
You know?
Come back. I'm not done assaulting you yet.
This lady was walking by me. I think she was a local, and one like almost flew on her head, and she was like, "Oh my god!" So it's called the Great Spring, which is kind of what the town was called whenever they found the water, the fresh water in Boston.
The Great Spring. I'm still trying to find another image of that thing. It's so crazy that I can't.
Okay, it's going on its own, honey.
What is?
The photos.
I did that.
Oh.
It's not going on its own. I hit the button. I moved on to.
So this is a really cool. So that's a lion and something else, a unicorn, I believe.
Yeah, it's a gold lion and a silver unicorn.
Yeah. So those are pure gold. So this is where she told us that every 4th of July they read the Declaration of Independence from this building. I do have a better picture to see how big it is. It's really longer. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, it's just the architecture. That's what I was drawn to there in this city was like, yes, the history things, of course.
Well, the architecture is part of it.
Exactly. I think this building was given by the king. So that's hence why there's a lot of gold and stuff. So.
Yeah, because we didn't.
She talked about a lot of stuff, but we weren't really close enough to go like in, So, I don't know. And there's a lot of things I would do definitely different when I go again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely do want to go back and spend more time there, maybe 3 or 4 days than just one. So, yep.
Next, Sam Adams. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dark picture, but
the way the buildings were covering the sun and the angle.
Oh, sure. Blame the sun.
Yes.
Blame the sun for not lighting things.
So from what I hear, everything you see on Samuel Adams is not really Samuel Adams.
Yeah.
That's not him. Samuel Adams was an ugly man. He didn't want his face to be shown. But John Hancock, he wanted his face shown.
So you're telling me that
he was cocky.
You're telling me the images of Samuel Adams are actually John Hancock?
Yes.
That actually kind of tracks.
Yeah.
Or this lady is lying entirely.
Yeah. So just another building I thought was pretty cool.
Yo, what is this statue?
I don't know. It's just taking pictures.
Yeah, you could have got the Hanover entrance of whatever this is.
Yeah.
Sephora. Yeah, great picture. So I would cut that off at the roof line and just get the nice skyline image there.
Yeah. So this right here is the end of the Freedom Trail. This is Paul Revere's home where he died.
Okay.
You can go in there. It's like a little museum. I did not because I wanted to get back so bad to the car. Again, this is something that I would definitely do again and go more in depth into the history, which I think is something we really need to talk about in doing.
Yeah.
There's so much there to learn and see, but it's hard to do within an hour or two. But that is Paul Revere's home as it stood many, many years ago where he died, and the city just is built around it.
Ooh. No, that can't be right. Okay, so this is definitely the images of it, but it's being identified as like 17 different things. Hold on. Oh, no, that's it right there. Jonathan Jackson. That's who that was.
Oh, okay.
Whoever the fuck Jonathan Jackson is. Let's go find out. Who was Jonathan Jackson? Who was Jonathan? Yeah, that's why I couldn't read it. Jackson. An American merchant, politician from Massachusetts. His career included serving in the Continental Congress in 1782 and the Massachusetts State Treasury from 1802 to 1806. So yeah, that's got to be him. But there's another guy named Jonathan Jackson who was a photographer. That's funny. Yeah, so that says Jackson on the grave. It's just really hard to read. Me, pull it up in the edit. I'm going to save that image. I did a reverse Google search and it found it almost immediately. That's crazy. All right, cool. Good to know. All right.
Well, like I said,
I think we need to take a bathroom
definitely
break.
need to go. I want to go back.
I would like to also go to Boston with you, but I would
Yes.
also like to spend half that time drinking.
There's a lot of breweries. The Samuel Adams was. I was not far from the Samuel Adams Brewery.
So let's take a pause because I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
The coffee has kicked in, and you can go have a schmiggerette.
Okay.
A schmiggerette, and
Right.
then we'll come back and continue the story, and I'll talk about the Unsub live show.
All right.
Pause.